I try to do what I have to do to get things done. Hitting the books and playing ball. That was about it for me.
Hello, this is Marquivas Edwards, and I am here with sister, mother, daughter, friend, and student, Miss Kiana Austin. How are you doing today, Miss Austin?
I'm fine, thank you.
That is great. So how's it all going?
It's going pretty good. Believe it or not, this has been the best semester of all so far. So it's on the up and up, I can say. This is our university. So there have been some trials and tribulations, but it's okay. I'm going to make it.
Okay, so basically we want to get the story from you. We want to know, because there are not many women who are strong enough to handle the regular pressures of life. As to my understanding that you have 3 kids, and you're here in your senior year getting ready to graduate, and mass communications, that's your major, right? We just want to get the story. We want to get the true Kiana behind the student. So, what is it like?
It's a struggle, like you say. Everybody knows it's a struggle. It's a daily struggle every day. You have to do, sometimes you have to choose, is it going to be my dreams or my children's dreams? So it's a struggle, but it also depends on how you balance your struggle. And the old saying says it takes a village to raise a child. Even though the villages have kind of changed nowadays, you can't trust many people, but it still takes a village, whether a small village or a large village. It still takes a village. So it's best to utilize those around you. You've seen the kids here. I bring them to class. They're here in the studios. So I try to do what I have to do to get things done and accomplished, because at the end of the day, if I don't get this done, then it benefits no one.
Okay. Well, how did Kiana get her start? How did Kiana know, we're going to take it back. We got to get the back end of the story. So how did Kiana realize that, mass communications is something that she wants to do? You have a specific area of interest?
Yes, broadcast, of course. But I wasn't like Biggie, it wasn't all a dream. It was sort of like all a joke, believe it or not. My original major was pre-med. I was supposed to be a doctor, and I went home and told my parents, I don't want to be a doctor, I want to be a TV anchor or, a producer. And so my father looked up, and he looked at those prices and those numbers, because he's all about numbers, and he was like, oh my God, no, you would not be making $15,000. You are going to medical school, no questions asked. So I had to do my research, and I had to like I say, life is a plan. You have to plan. So I had to come up with a plan, a strategic plan, and I had to give him my numbers and tell him, well, I can move here, and maybe this, or maybe that. And believe it or not, he still wasn't going for it. So I had to throw out the wild card, and I said, well, Oprah majored in mass communications. So once you threw out that O word, once I threw it out, that's honestly, that's what hooked them. So once I gave them that, they kind of fell for it, but they were still kind of iffy. They were like, if you don't do good this first semester, back to pre-med or whatever. But I turned out, and I love it, and they're appreciative of it, so yeah, so proud.
Did you grow up in a 2-parent household with 2 strong adults raising you? No.
It was me and my mother. Well, it started off me and my mother and father and brothers, and I'm the youngest of 6. So it started off with us, and then it trickled down to just me and my mother. But my father, he was very present in my life for holidays, games, school, principal phone calls. He was very present for everything. So to me, it was a 2-parent, even though he wasn't physically in the house. I could talk to my dad every day. When I graduated, I think I talked to my dad like literally every day. He knew my entire college schedule. Mm-hmm. So to me, it was 2, but physically, no, it wasn't 2.
Okay, so all throughout high school, you seem like this bubbly person with this fantastic personality, and you look very athletic, by the way. You do not look like you have 3 kids at all.
Thank you.
Goals. But so throughout high school, what was your personality like? You seem like you have the type of personality that will fit in with the broadcast industry. Mm-hmm. So what were you like in high school?
Well, my high school, it wasn't, as you would say, a large one. Mm-hmm. It was pretty small. I went to Dalloway. Hey, Dalloway Cardinals.
What's the Chapel Wildcats?
But I went to Dalloway, so there was no mass comm offered. But then, like I say, broadcast wasn't a thing of mine. I was studying hard, and I was supposed to be pre-med. So to me, this was kind of like, this wasn't what I was expecting. And I was going to school. I was athletic, and I cheered, I tracked, volleyball. I've done it all in school. Junior high, high school, I've done it all. So that was kind of my field. I kind of played in the fields, And it wasn't until I graduated and my cousin had prom, and I was like, oh, they have such and such coming in, and that's kind of how this fell in. So this wasn't really a part of my life. So in high school, I was just hitting the books and playing ball. That was about it for me. And trying to keep a high metabolism.
It's definitely high. So last year was your first year back?
Yes.
It was your first year back?
Mm-hmm.
How was it?
It was amazing.
How many years had you taken off?
It was like a year and a half.
A year and a half?
Yeah, like a year and a half or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So last year was great.
Yes.
Was it kind of hard getting adjusted? Because your kids are how old now? Well, how old is the oldest? If you don't mind.
No, I don't mind. They're 10, 6, and 4. So
Also, yeah, they're in school, so
yes.
You have to get up early in the morning. You have to make sure their face is washed, teeth are brushed, clothes are ironed, and you have to get them to
yes.
school, and then you have to get yourself to school.
Mm-hmm.
So, how was that adjusting to that? Because you had 9 o'clock classes, 10 o'clock classes. How was it?
I mean, it never really stopped, even though I had a job. And even with school, if I have a break in between classes, or like Tuesday, Thursdays, I only have one class.
Right.
I'm volunteering at my child's school on Tuesday, Thursdays. Like, I'm dead dog tired, but I have to get that time in. And normally my day is cut off if my day runs past 5 o'clock, I'm late for something.
Right.
Whether it's dance class or baseball practice or something, I'm late for something if my day runs past 5 o'clock at this university. So I try to manage, and we do the early sunrise, sunrise service. We're there every morning, 5:30 we're up, and we're last ones to probably go to
church
bed.
on me.
We're probably the last family to get into bed.
For those of y'all who don't know, sunrise service is what they have on Easter. You get to church 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, you have to be there, up, rising to the occasion. But so I'm up. Whether it's a job or school, I'm trying not to let anything hold me back from what it is that we have to do.
And you're almost there.
Almost there. I hope it pays off. I pray to sweet baby Jesus.
So spring 2018, are we expecting to walk across the stage?
It's me, my 3 children, my village. This certificate would be for everybody, like, no lie. My best friends, babysitters, everybody. This diploma would be for everyone.
I commend you because
Thank
it
you.
is not easy having children, having a family, on your own, and taking 15 to 17 hours to, be able to obtain the degree that you worked so hard for, and you deserve it.
Thank you.
You deserve it, and you deserve to do what you love. You deserve to do what you love. I've heard it many times. Once you find a career that you love, it won't be work, it won't be a job.
Never work a day in your life.
Never work a day in your life. Well, I thank you so much. And I thank you all for tuning in. This is Miss Kiana Austin. I'm Monkevis Edwards. We thank you, and we're out.